All right, time now is 11:18, 11:19 a.m. in the morning on September 6th. One day until I turn 20. More like 3 hours until I turn 20. Yeah. But yeah. Um I went to bed at 3:20 a.m., 3:15 a.m. and I woke up in the middle at 6:40 suddenly, randomly, naturally. Nobody turned off the aircon, nothing happened. I just woke up naturally. And then I think I fell back asleep, but I didn't even notice. And then I was rolling around my bed and I was trying to fall back asleep, and then I got curious. Okay, what time is it now? It's 10:40. What? So maybe between 6:40 and 10:40, maybe I did fall back asleep at some point. I don't know. Because there's no way in hell was I awake for 4 hours. I would have noticed. And then I stayed in bed for a little longer, and at 11:10 I woke up by the alarm. And that's pretty much it. Not a very great sleep, but at least nobody turned off the aircon and made it worse. Again, I'm gonna try to keep it under a certain amount of time today. I'm gonna try to keep it under 20 minutes. Tomorrow I'll let myself pop off because I'm turning 20, so that's a special day. But yeah, today I'm not going to do anything all that insane. I'm going to go to college for my film 2 class, which is exciting. I'm going to come back home and do a live stream, which is also very exciting. I only watched one episode of Miss Marvel last night because I ran out of time. But that's fine. I don't want to force myself or anything. Tonight I'll watch 2 episodes. That's okay. And that's it for today. Nothing else. Also, apparently, Mid Autumn Festival is September 10th, not September 1st. I don't know who lied to me saying that it's September 10th. Saying that it's September 1st. Google lied to me. I don't know, but there's that. Um, and yeah. My face is experiencing another episode of acne, which is bad. I hate it. Especially given that I'll be seeing people like Pepper and Aika on Wednesday, and now I will look extra ugly. Let's go. But one good thing is I think my canker sore beside my tongue, it's healing now. It's reached its peak yesterday because it's day 11. I don't know why, but all my canker sores reach its peak on day 11. And then for the next 4 days or so, it's just going to diminish and it's going to hurt less and less. So that's fantastic. I also put moisture cream on my face because I know that helps with my acne. Because the thing is, I take showers every single day nowadays. And given how dry LA is, and given the fact that I take showers every single day before I go to bed, my skin gets really freaking dry. And because of that, there's a negative feedback loop where the body detects that my skin is really dry, especially on my face, and secretes even more oil. And by secreting more oil, dust will get trapped on the skin pores, and then I will have more acne because of that. So one way to fix that is to literally, after washing my face in the shower and it's dry and clean, put a layer of moisturizing cream to trick the body by saying that no, it's not dry, it's moist, it's fine. You don't need to secrete more oil. Okay, fine. So that doesn't happen. And the moisturizing cream is actually water soluble. So it just gets absorbed and it's gone. And the body is tricked, it's gone, and no dust is trapped. Thus, no acne spawns. That is my hypothesis. I think it's true. I read it somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting moisturizing cream on my face. Um, my weight has gone down by a little bit. Last time I weighed it, I was at 128.3. I would like to go back to 130. But I would also love to really regularly, maybe weekly, start doing exercises before bed. I would say some push-ups and sit-ups are nice. Um, and special sit-ups. So, self-care, essentially, what I'm trying to say here. If I want to look better, if I want to act more confident, I want to take care of myself. Also, another thing is, speaking of self-care, I want to start to regularly shave, and that's not because of what Pepper said to me, partially is, but also I think I want to change again. So I usually don't keep my mustache, but in late 2019, 2020, and 21, and the first half of 22, I do keep my mustache, and it's sort of this weird change from the no mustache days of before 2019. Obviously, I was still a child at that point. Um, and now that I turned 20, I want to do another change. Not only do I want to shave my mustache, but also, I don't know, the way I dress. Just again, exercising. I want to be more muscular. And just my life habits, I want to change a bit. And I want to constantly change. So at some point, maybe when I turn 22 and 23, maybe I will try to keep a mustache again, or maybe I'll try a different hairstyle, or maybe I'll try to do something else with my body. I just want to constantly keep changing my style and my look every 2 years, so that people who know me, especially people back in Hong Kong, whom I have to meet once every 2 to 3 years, they will never be able to predict how I look the next time they see me. And that's what I want to come off. I want to come off unpredictable. But yeah, that's just a side note. But the thing is, I'll regularly shave. I will not be completely clean all the time. I will still keep some mustache, like what I'm doing now, but a little less. And that's it. That's all. That's all for today. Not much else. Now that I know Aika is in my Wednesday class, I really don't have a lot of stuff to think about or to complain about. I should start really focusing on some uni app stuff because that's really important. Yeah, personal statements and whatnot. And last time I spoke to Christian on last Wednesday, Christian said he knows someone who went to UCLA film program. I want to get to know him. That Macanese guy that Pepper said she met, I want to get to know him. There's always more people to meet. Please, let me go on with this networking thing. That's all. Alright, Thai red curry. Let's try this. Hopefully it's not too spicy. Last meal before I turn 20, by the way. Last meal. Fucking hell. Cheers. Not spicy at all. Not spicy at all. Kind of sweet, actually. Kind of sweet. All right. I am now officially 20 years old. I've officially lived on this planet for 20 years. Happy birthday to me. I want to die. Kill me. I'm walking to class right now. Yay. I don't know what to say. Fuck this. Alright, it's 5:15 p.m. right now. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. Because my film history class usually ends at 6:15, but for some reason I I left the class nearly 2 hours early. So this is what happened today. So again, I've turned 20. By the time I'm filming this right now, I'm officially 20 freaking years old. I am a 20-year-old virgin boy who has never dated a single girl. You know those statistics of I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow because tomorrow is September 7th, the the actual day. But I'm already technically 20. But there are statistics showing that less and less young people, especially in East Asia, date and want to get married and want to have babies because of many reasons, because of social anxiety, because of how the industry works, because of technology, and because of economic issues, and I'm part of the problem now, which is hilarious. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I went to the campus. I opened the door. So I heard that the head of the film production department of my college went back to Mexico because he's Mexican to tend to his family. So I thought he's just going to stay there for months. But when I arrived, I saw him. I'm not 100% sure it's him or not because I haven't really seen him all that much other than twice or thrice, but I'm pretty sure it's him. Salvador. And so I went into the building and I opened the door and he's right behind me. So I opened the door for him and he's just like, hmm. He just said, hmm. And then I realized, shit, I just went to the wrong building. It's actually one big building, but there are two entrances. So I went to the film 32, film 31 part, the part where you actually do shit. The studios. I'm supposed to be on the other side of the building where it's all classrooms. So I went to the second floor and I tried to walk over to the classroom side because again, it's actually one big building, it's connected. And as I walked over, Professor Salvador showed up again. Why? Because he apparently took an elevator. And so he showed up, and that's hilarious. So I passed by, I didn't give it too much thought. I arrived at the classroom right on time, and then we started. And it's nice, we got some nice lectures, we talked about the emergence of cinema, we talked about how it started with still photography and all that stuff. So a lot of the seats are changed. I was gonna sit at my original seat, but Patrick sat on it this time. And he's like, oh, did I sit on your seat? And I'm like, yeah. And I said, oh, it's okay, I can swap, we can swap. So I sat at his seat. So now Patrick is to my left instead of right. And the shy Indonesian girl is now to my back and then to my right. I didn't speak to anyone else other than Patrick today. Like even the tall white guy, Tyler, he's here, but he didn't speak to me at all. There's also a Thai boy because he seems really young. There's a Thai boy in here, and I didn't get to speak to him. So again, not a single East Asian, but we have Southeast Asian and Central Asian represent in the class, so that's pretty epic, I guess. But I'm East Asian, of course. I'm the represent. I shouldn't think that way, really. In LA, race is not a thing, okay? But yeah, we watched a few movies. We watched a few seconds because the whole movie is only a few seconds long. The Arrival of a Train at La Ciutat. And then we have At the Hypnotists from 1897, and then we watched the entirety of A Trip to the Moon, and then we took 2 breaks, and then in the first break I went outside of the classroom and I spoke to Patrick a little bit. We talked about how's your Labor Day been, and I said, oh, I helped my friend film his short film, and it's hot and tiring. And he said, oh, I'm helping my friend do a music video and I have to do the grip work and it's really hot. And I'm like, yeah. And then we talked about how we log what movies we watch. So Patrick showed me in his phone that he logs all the films he watch in like an Apple Note. And I showed him my letterbox. I said, oh, I use an app, and he's like, Letterbox, and I'm like, yeah. But I also have a separate note because Letterbox doesn't have TV shows, so I have a separate note where I also add the TV shows I watch, like which few episodes on which days. So that's pretty cool. And then we went back, and then we have another break. And the second break is just 5 minutes long, and I stayed in the classroom. Patrick left. I didn't speak to anyone. And then there's the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which is 50 to 75 minutes long, depending on how you time the film, because silent films don't have a set duration. You know, some people play it a little faster, some people play it a little slower. Some title cards are longer, some title cards stay shorter. So he was gonna play the 75-minute long version. The professor, he was gonna play it with his Eureka Master of Cinema Blu-ray. And he couldn't play it because it's regional for some reason. So he's like, what the fuck? He swore a lot today. And then he decided to play it on YouTube, and 5 minutes in, an ad plays, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to relieve you guys of watching this film. You can watch it yourself. It doesn't matter. And then that's it. And he's like, okay. And then he talked about film noir a little bit. I took an entire course about film noir. I know what it is. But yeah. Talked about it a little bit, and then he's like, okay guys, see you next week. So at 4:35 p.m. ish, he let us go. That is about 1 hour and 40 minutes earlier than we're supposed to leave. And so we left, and that's it. And I and Patrick left, we talked a little more, and then it's all good. Patrick said he saw my name on a whiteboard, because in my last film 32 class, we had to write names on a whiteboard to sign up for roles like first AC, second AC, and first AD or whatever. And he said he saw my name because his class is Thursday, so my class is Wednesday. So, you know, that's that. And that's all. So I came back home, and now I have extra time. I should have said yes when Hannah traded her shift with me. I should have said yes, even though that doesn't mean I would see Hannah because Hannah's busy tonight. But honestly, I'm also happy I didn't say yes, because how would I have known that we would have an early break? You know, we would leave early. We would leave the class early. So yeah, that's basically it. But it's a good thing, because now I have a lot of time. I'm going to watch 3 episodes of Ms. Marvel tonight and hopefully finish it. I want to finally edit my short film again. I don't have the motivation to edit my short film. Especially the last scene where it's all dialogue, it's not cool. I'm not enjoying the editing process. But yeah, now I have extra time. I have extra time to do some sit-ups before I go to bed. I have extra time to do homework, which I very much did not complete. It's due last night, and I have extra time to do whatever. So that's pretty great, and that's it. All right, here's dinner. This oyster sauce, pork slices, bok choy, and garlic. Very saucy, very oily. And here's 118 milliliters of rice. Here's the thing. I ran out of rice. I ran out of rice. I fucked up. So all my rice is depleted. So this is all I've left. And I'll eat it with some kimchi, and that's pretty much it. All right, time now is 11:05 p.m. This is gonna be 10:05 p.m. Okay, this is gonna be quick. So I need to do a live stream right now. My dinner is really small. It's like 620 something calories, and a lot of the oily sauce, I couldn't finish it because I only have so much rice to pair the sauce with. So right now I'm gonna eat 2 mochis, 2 slices of mooncake, and 1 navel orange. I realize I don't have enough time to do anything. I still don't have time to edit my short film, Cloud Busting. I don't know if I have time to watch 3 Ms. Marvel episodes. I'll be lucky if I'm able to watch 2. I finished 1 anthropology homework. I still got like 7 for some reason. There's so much work this week. And they're all late. Yeah, so I just want to finish off literally right now. Fuck, he's outside. One more. I still need to, okay, so mooncakes and mochi. got them oranges. I still need to cut some time out to edit a college update video. So much to do, so much to edit. It's gonna be tiring. Tomorrow I have to wake up early. I'm going to order Grubhub. Today I already went to Grubhub and I already looked over some of the restaurants. I think I'm gonna order Italian Express. And also, one more thing is tomorrow after college, if possible, I may go back home with Pepper because I want to go to Nijio Market, okay? And it's sort of on the way. I want to go to Nijio Market and buy myself a small cake to celebrate. And I will also buy rice because I ran out of rice. And I might as well buy the food I need. And then on Friday, I believe I will go to Ralph's. And that's it. That's pretty much it. My family said happy birthday to me. So the current principal of the school has said happy birthday to me over Facebook, which is nice because logically people would have forgotten about me already, given that it's been over 2.5 years, or just 2 years since the school has finished. So that's that. Natalie said happy birthday to me. Cedric said happy birthday to me. My family did, so that's really cool. I don't know if Miriam or Zara or Leia and Ping will remember, but I think they will. I think they do remember. Yeah, tonight at 12 at midnight, I will go to Instagram and announce my short film cloud busting. I've already announced it ages ago on Twitter. I'll announce it today. So that's that. And then tomorrow, I'm glad I'm doing the live stream today because tomorrow I will oh, I just have an amazing idea. What if I live stream myself do homework? I think that would make it even better because now I have more motivation to do homework because people are watching me. I don't know. Yeah, nothing else. I think yeah, it's a little ironic. Not ironic, but in 2019 when I had my birthday, I had to go to a biology field trip on some river, and at first I was sort of pissed, but then I realized that Mary's going to go too, so I got I was a little satisfied. And on that day, by the river, I get to stand super close to Mary, and I know I sound really creepy right now, but that is already a form of celebration. Like, that's already something that I'm really happy with. And then tomorrow, not a lot's gonna happen, but if there's one thing that I can say, okay, that's a good way to celebrate, is to just speak to Pepper and speak to Aika. Like, that's already cool enough to be, and maybe tomorrow I'll be able to have lunch, leave the campus and have lunch with Pepper and Christian and Eric and all these people again. You know? So yeah. So that's something to be happy about, and I guess that's that. I guess that's that. Nothing else. Again, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up super early, and go to school. I go to Nijio Market, come back home. I will watch Mononoke Hime, probably finish some homework, and I'll have a huge, awesome Grubhub dinner. I'll celebrate with a cake. I'll be a big boy. I'm 20. I've entered my 20s. And, yeah, it's just one of those things where when the world transitioned from 1999 to 2000, some people are like, okay, 2000 will never happen. It's just ridiculous. Maybe we're all in a simulation, but it did happen. It's inevitable. Same thing goes for me. When I transitioned from 19 to 20, which already happened, it's not much of a transition. It just happens, and I'm not living in a simulation. It's real. All right, I need to start my live stream. I'm 12 minutes late. Bye-bye. All right, time now is 12:31 after midnight, at 12:13. Okay, so I'm gonna edit my college update video, and then I will do some homework, and then I'll watch 2 episodes of Miss Marvel, and that's it. I just did my live stream on YouTube for 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I'm so happy I didn't do it. And I'm so happy I'm not planning to do it tomorrow. I did it today, and that's because it's terrible. It's incredibly it's a dumpster fire. I mean, there are some very nice comments, but there are the moment that user hopped on, that one user, you know who, and his friends hopped on, it just became an absolute fucking shit show. Someone tried to dox me and put my address on there, which is not okay. It's illegal. It's a crime. I don't know what's the point of doxing me. Are you mad that I am mad at the Chinese government? Is that what's going on? Because the stream suddenly went very political when first of all people are trolling. Second of all, the comments start to get really political when someone's literally like interrogating me, like, why do you dislike China? I don't. I dislike the government, not the people. Yeah, it went south, and a lot of these comments are really weird. Ranging from sexual things to threatening things, like, you know, and to just weird things like, what's the weirdest thing you've stuffed in your nose, or what's the worst smell you've ever smelt? Like, I don't know, and it's not that bad. Like, I made a similar stream a couple months ago before I came back to Hong Kong, and the comments are really nice and supportive, but it was a total shit show today. I don't know why. I think it's because of those people. I tried to block one of them. I don't know how to. And again, I think the biggest um, I think the worst thing that happened is the doxing. I think I handled it very well. I mean, if I was 17 years old right now, I would just cry my ass off. Uh, but I think I handled it very maturely. Pat myself on the back for that. But I think now I'm going to be more cautious. I'm going to use more fake names when I describe people, and I will talk about my experiences with people less. I may go so far as to not even like upload my vlogs. I'll film them, but upload them only for myself. And I will film less of my surroundings, and I will be way more careful, especially given that YouTube is supposed to be a temporary thing. At the end of the day, I don't want to be famous off of YouTube. I don't want people to know me as a YouTuber. I want people to know me as a filmmaker. At some point, I have to quit. At some point, I have to slow down, because people cannot know. The general public cannot and should not know. So yeah, that's that. Just one of the things that I'm looking forward to change. I'm 20 now. I'm looking forward to change. Physically, I want to be more muscular. I'll shave myself clean, my face. Number two is I want to do less of this YouTube stuff, and I want to go out there and meet people. And I also want to start to lose track of my watch list. I don't want to force myself to watch movies anymore. I don't want to force myself anymore. I don't want a YouTube schedule. I just want to go off schedule. Yeah. So there's that. All right. Time now is 8:09 a.m. in the morning on September 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, and others, today is my birthday, officially. Even though I already passed my 19 to 20 transition, today is officially my birthday. So, shout out to me, shout out to myself. Wow, alright. So, I was gonna do like a hip hip hooray, but I just don't have any energy for that. So I slept last night at 3:15 a.m. Wish I could go to bed earlier, but I think I already did a pretty good job. It's 3:15. I think when I was, so yeah, 3:15 until 8. Um 3:15 until 8. That is 4 hours and 45 minutes. And I think I woke up a little bit before the alarm. But yeah, I think before I left Hong Kong, before I left LA and went back to Hong Kong, I think I go to bed at around like 3:40 something on average. So I'm already doing very well. It's just that I want to do it even earlier, 2:30-ish. Um Hopefully I do that for next week. Um but yeah, it's taking such a long time to fix my jet lag. Technically, I still haven't fixed my jet lag. If my goal is to be able to fall asleep at 2:30, I haven't fixed my jet lag. I haven't reached that point yet. I'm close. I'm close. But yeah. But anyways, today's my birthday and I've got some special plans. So obviously right now I actually have to go to the college to go to class, go to school to take my Film 32 class, which is going to be 7.5 hours long. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best class I've ever taken in this college history because I'm going to be able to see Pepper, I'm going to be able to see Aika, I'm going to be able to see Christian, Eric, and etc. And we're going to do some awesome hands-on activity probably. If not, at least we'll have a nice chat during break. Or we'll have a nice lunch as well. And then after the class, I'll come back home. It'll be around um I don't know, it'll be around 4:40 something. I go to Nija Market. I'll buy rice, I'll buy some cake, and that's all I need to buy really. I'll come back home. I'll come back home. And then I'll rest. I'm not gonna force myself to do any YouTube videos today. I won't do any of that today. Maybe I'll do some homework. And then at around 7, I will go to Grubhub and do the order. I'll order myself an awesome meal. Italian Express, again, that's what I've been thinking. It'll be 20 something dollars, maybe even 30, but that's overpriced. 20 something. And then I'll have a huge meal, I'll have the cake. And then tonight I'll watch Princess Mononoke and then I'll go to bed. And that's today, that's how I'm gonna celebrate really. Yeah, tomorrow morning I kind of want to wake up early to join the film club Zoom meeting. It's at 11:15 a.m., which is freaking early. I don't know, man. I think if I naturally wake up, I'll probably sleep past that. But I don't know. But I'll definitely be able to sleep naturally on Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I could even like go to. No, I can't. Can I? No. I was gonna say I could go back to sleep, but not in this. Not in USA. It's not as easy. That's just one of the downsides of me being able to, touch my shirt and slap my face and stuff while being in my room clothes. In Hong Kong, I'm not used to that, but here I am used to that. And I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna eat some cereal for breakfast. Honestly, I don't even want to eat cereal. I don't want to skip breakfast either. Maybe I'll eat some dry cereal. I'll eat it dry. That's what I'll do. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Is there anything else to talk about? Today I'm gonna allow myself to speak a lot more. I'm gonna allow myself to speak however long time I want. Right. So again, like I said last night, I want to do less of these actually, and I'm going to give myself challenges. So today's an exception, but a couple days ago there's a 10-minute challenge, which I failed. It's now 20 minutes long. The videos I filmed is 20 minutes long. But it's a good challenge, and I should try more. I probably filmed a lot yesterday as well. Nearly half an hour. And yeah. You know what? I'm gonna shut up because I have to go. So yeah. All right. Just went to Nijia Market with Pepper. I'm heading back home right now. Feeling fine. I feel fine. I really do. Yes. All right. So time now is 6:34 p.m. About an hour ago, about 15 minutes ago, I came back home. Right now, I took a shower because it's very sweaty. But let's talk about today. So today is September 7th. It's my birthday, and you know what? It's not that underwhelming at all. In fact, I had fun today. I feel like I've had fun. It's not great. Admittedly, today is not great, but I would say it's far from terrible. It's really far from terrible. So a lot of interesting stuff happened today. So in the morning, I wasn't in a great mood. It wasn't a terrible mood either, just not very great, Went to the bus, went to college campus, and right off the bat, there's literally no one. I'm about 6 minutes early, and there's literally no one outside our classroom. I was kind of confused. I was like, did they go somewhere else? Is the class canceled today? Like, what's going on? Turns out tons of people are late. So a lot of people showed up on time, but like right in the nick of time. Eric showed up, but people like Christian and Pepper, they all showed up kind of late. And Professor Simone was a little upset, just a tiny bit. But yeah, as class ensues. So for some reason, of course we got the gang, we got the gang. I should call this again, this is a new tofu gang, but we shouldn't call gangs with vegetable names anymore. We have moved on. Let's call our gang the person of color gang. Because there are two gangs. There's a white people gang where it's all white, and then there's not a single white person in the gang. Is this how it feels to be an ethnic minority? Holy shit! Holy shit! Is this what it feels like to be ethnic minority? So again, it's me, Pepper, both Hong Kongers, Christian, Andrea, both Mexican, and Eric, who is Filipino American. So we are the gang, and we all didn't sit next to each other. We are all evenly dispersed throughout the classroom. None of us sat next to another person in the same gang. And then to my left was a black guy. And he's nice and all, but he's making so much noise. I guess he has ADHD or something, but he constantly spin around his chair. He took out his phone and used it. He constantly like moan and grunt, and he's like tapping his fingers, and he's like tapping his feet. It's so fucking annoying, and it's making me like, I feel like I'm dying inside. So I like every single 30 seconds I moved 1 centimeter to the 1 centimeter to my right just to get away from the guy. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, and then we have a break, and there's a girl who's sitting behind me who I don't see very well, who has sort of this dark blue shirt and long pants. That's Film 32 Discord. And I guess it's Pepper. It is indeed Pepper, but I didn't like turn around and see. So it's break, and then I was already really hungry because the cereal I had this morning, not much. I didn't even finish the milk. Me, Pepper, Andrea, Eric, Christian, we sat around and we talked. It was nice. Christian gave Pepper his green apple. to eat, and I didn't eat anything. So we talked and it was nice, and then we walked back, and then that's it. So once again, just like last Wednesday, we watched a bunch of videos on what does this person do, what does that person do. This time it's more about the grip and electric. What do people do in the grip and electric stuff? Um, so yeah, so Aika once again, Aika sit all across the classroom, but this time since I'm sitting at the far left of the classroom, Aika's sitting at the absolute right. There's one person next to me, to my left, but all across the classroom it's Aika in the same row as well. Um, and Aika had a ponytail or something. It's like school again. Damn. Um, but yeah, essentially there's that. And Aika's I don't want to sound creepy and stuff, but it's very fucking obvious. It's like if you look at Aika's general direction, you'll immediately notice this. But her legs are bruised as hell. It's like bleeding and shit. I don't know what's going on. I guess I would have to ask her about this. But I don't know what's going on. And once again, like last Wednesday, Aika's very quiet and shy. Not shy. She raises her hand and she talks. She's not shy, but she's quiet. So yeah, and then we have the lunch break, and that started from 12:40 to 1:30. So instead of having a grand lunch or something, me, Pepper, Christian, Eric, and Andrea, we walked to Cafe Rousseau, which is the cafe I've been to buy muffins. So I didn't film anything today. During class, near the campus, in the cafe, even after leaving, I wanted to film. I did not. I restrained myself. And it's fine because I've been to Cafe Russo and I filmed a small video already the first time I went there to buy a muffin with Christian. So you know what it's like. But everyone bought something. Pepper bought a muffin of sorts. Andrea bought a box of watermelons. Christian bought some small thing. I bought this chocolate Nutella croissant muffin, which is really huge. And after eating it for halfway through, I already wanted to throw up. It's so intensely sweet. And same goes for Pepper. I guess we have Hong Kong taste buds because this sweetness is very difficult to handle. So yeah, even though it's not a great lunch, it's not filling, but it's fine because tonight I'll have an extremely huge lunch, plus a birthday cake, and even some ice cream if I want to. So it's a-okay. So we walked back and we sat around the table inside the campus. And Christian offered us gum, chewing gum like last Wednesday. And I passed this time, and Christian asked why, and I talked about how, I don't want the professor to find out that we're chewing. And Christian's like, it's okay. You can chew gum in the class? And I'm like, right, I can. This is USA. And I didn't say, it is USA, but I realized I can. And then Pepper jokingly said, aha, he's got that Hong Kong student mindset, And, Pepper talked about how stressed we usually are. And Andrea's like, no, people are stressed all over the world. But Pepper's like, no, we are the most stressed. Tons of people commit suicide. She literally said that. So that's really cool because I feel like Pepper's also catching on that, we Hong Kongers. Like, before coming to LA, I don't really know what being a Hong Konger really means until after going to LA and being able to compare other people from other cultures with Hong Kong culture. Like, even Japanese culture and Hong Kong culture vary. There are tons of similarities between Japanese culture and Hong Kong culture, equal parts depressing, but then there are also tons of differences, and that's very interesting. But yeah. Christian went to the bathroom a little bit, and I heard Pepper and Andrea speak silently, hushing. They are discussing whether Christian is bisexual or not, because Christian's a very skinny person, he's very gentle, and he doesn't seem like a very straight, buff guy. Pepper thinks he's bisexual. Andrea doesn't think so. I don't think so. So it's a very funny debate. I said, I think he's just a quiet person. And then Pepper's like, no. Pepper's like, no, he's not quiet. You're quiet. And like, me? But yeah, that's sort of funny. And okay, the air vent is still on. Okay, so that's that. Um, and yes. So what happened next? Not much. So I really want to, again, I want more chances to speak to Aika. I genuinely thought Aika's going to stick to our group this time around, but she didn't. In fact, she went to David the Swede and the Russian and the Turk. So the guy who's always like very close to Liana, the Russian girl, he's actually Turkish. He's called Birkin. And Aika stuck with them, except Aika didn't say a word. She was just playing with her nails. Holy fuck, she's so East Asian. She got bruised legs. She stares off into the air. She's quiet, and she's playing with her nails. That's, bro, you know an East Asian. You know a born and raised East Asian when you see one. If you stare into the air and daydream and you play with your nails, and bonus points if you take off your glasses when you're angry. Aika doesn't wear glasses, but if she does that, that will immediately solidify her as East Asian. If she drinks water for breakfast, you know she's East Asian. Oh ho ho. These really weird. These aren't even stereotypes. I just made them all up, but they're very much true, you know. But yeah, Aika's still very quiet, which makes her even more interesting. Like the more I think about her, the more like I think she's a bit interesting. Also, like I think during lunch, so Aika brought her own lunch and she went into the small little cafeteria area to microwave her lunch and get eating utensils, and she's alone. And she looked at me and was like, hey. No, I said hey first, and she's like, hey. And then when we left the classroom, she said bye to me first. And I was wondering, did Aika... I guess I'm just overthinking, because chances of a Japanese girl noticing me is very low. But, okay, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, okay? But, okay, bear with me. So, you know, we continue with the class from 1:30 to 4:30, and the shit starts to get really interesting. So, after the break, the gang, we're sitting together again. And Eric genuinely likes talking to me. Like, he sat behind me today, and he would, like, roll her seat towards me and go, like, Enoch, what do you think? What do you want to pick? So, we need to pick roles. If you want to be in the art department, if you want to be in the production office, the cinematography department, or the sound department for the project that we're doing next week. We need to recreate a scene from a movie called The Cutting Edge. And so we're assigning roles. Okay, hey, I want to be the boom operator. I want to be camera operator. I want to be first AD. I want to be key grip. I want to be dolly grip. Blah, 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 blah. Dolly grip? Will there even be a dolly tomorrow? Next week? I don't even know. But at the end, I'm like, I don't know. Art department it is. And then, so Eric likes art. Production design is his thing. So I followed Eric, and then Polly and Andrea followed me and him. And then Christian's like, oh, fuck it, I guess I'll follow them. So the entire gang, all 5 of us, put our names down on the art department column in the whiteboard. And it's funny. And then the Birkin, the Turkish guy, he also put his name before all of us did. So it's kind of awkward. And then at the end, because there's too many people, I was sort of left out. So Birkin's the production designer, the head. Eric's the set designer, and then Christian became the set dresser. And then when the professor's like props, and then Pepper raised her hands or props. And then it's just me and Andrea without any roles. And then Andrea at the end's like, you know what, screw it. I want to be boom operator. So Andrea got moved. And then it's just me. So the professor asked me, like, what role do you want? You're literally empty. There's no role assigned to you. Everyone else is assigned, but not Enoch. So I'm like, are there any other roles in the art department? Costumes? And he's like, oh, okay, costumes. We never had this role before in this class, but sure. And then Christian's like, ooh. So Aika, for some reason, was really headstrong about this. But the professor talked about editing, And Aika originally signed up to be key grip, but after the professor brought up editing, Aika's like, I don't want to complicate the story, but can I be the editor? Because I really want to be the editor. So fine, the professor made Aika the editor, and now Christian's gonna fill in the role to be key grip. So I raise my hand so I can fill in Christian's role of a set dresser. So right now I have become a set dresser. So next Wednesday I will be set dresser for the cutting edge. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, so that's that. And then we spent about the last hour of the class building the freaking set. We had like jacks and flats, like these wooden boards where we can literally build walls. So we built the whole thing and then we tore it all back down, and it was sort of fun, and it was nice because I was enthusiastic about this, and it's cool. I appreciate myself for being enthusiastic at this. Like when the professor was like, not Simone, the other white guy, the American guy. He was like, oh, we need a ladder. So Eric was like, okay, I'll get it. And I'm like, oh, I can help. So we just grabbed the ladder. It was nice. I feel like a good student. What can I say? And then there are a bunch of tall white guys in the back just standing there, not really doing much. But they're also, nothing against white people, because tons of the people who helped are also, white people. Race doesn't matter, okay? But yeah, that's all. And then we tore it all back down and we left. And I wanted to speak to Aika, but I didn't. So that's that. So me, David the Swede, Eric, and Pepper left. We are all taking bus number 1. And Eric followed us. And Eric's gonna walk back to the campus because he has another class on Wednesday tonight. So he's taking it now as we speak. So while we're walking there and discussing with Eric talked about how the film club Instagram follows him, which is really weird because the social media manager of film club is literally stalking him. And then I realized, right, the script writing club follows me before I even joined. Before I even became VP anyways. So a social media manager of the club stalked me, or at least found me and decided to follow me. Now, I don't know too much about how Scriptwriting Club works last year, but I'm pretty sure Aika was the social media manager of last year. Again, the question of whether I'm being noticed by a Japanese girl. Okay, but the story gets a lot more insaner, as not insane, a lot more interesting as we move along. So, me, Pepper, and David the Swede, we hopped onto the bus, and David headed in first, and David sat down. And I was gonna be like, Pepper was behind me. I thought I and Pepper were gonna sit together on a bus, and we're gonna chat, and it's gonna be nice. It's funny because back in Form 2, Form 3, I would never do that. Even when I was friends with Natalie, I would never want to sit with her because people would think, ooh, you two are dating, ooh. But now I just want to sit with girls because I'm a grown-ass man and I need to go out there and initiate, And I'm not afraid of women anymore, okay? Like back in Form 4 drama club when I had to put my shoulders over the white girl, I was like sort of like holding back, and the director was like, no, you need to really put your hand over her. Why are you holding back? And I'm just like, I don't know, that's so awkward. But of course I would never like do anything, okay? Like I'm still very much a shy, awkward virgin boy. But Pepper, she's not behind me anymore. Turns out Pepper decided to sit alone beside another occupied seat. So I was a little hurt, like, oh wow, okay, Pepper's like, willfully ignoring me. So I sat beside David, fuck it, and I chat with David. He's nice. He's a real nice, big, buff dude. And then we left. And of course, given that Pepper and I are living in a similar area now. We both left the station, and I and Pepper talked. Finally, for the first time in history, I and Pepper finally have some truly alone time. So we walked and talked, and this is when things started to get interesting. So oh, by the way, Eric's birthday is tomorrow. When I don't want to be the, ooh guys, it's my birthday, but the college admissions send me an automatic email telling me happy birthday, and it's funny because it means nothing. It's an automatic email. So we talked about it, and Eric's like, "Oh, it's your birthday today?" And Eric's like, "Oh, happy birthday." Christian's like, "Happy birthday." Pepper's like, "Happy birthday." And then Eric's like, "That's funny because my birthday is tomorrow." He's turning 22. So that's funny. But yeah, I and Pepper, I was gonna walk with Pepper to Nijia Market. I'm gonna buy cake and I'm gonna buy rice. And Pepper's like, "Oh, you know what? I also need to go there. I need to buy butter." So we walked all the way over there, and then we walked and talked. And I asked Pepper questions that I never got to ask her. What sort of movies do you want to make when you grow up? And Pepper asked me about Time again, which I hadn't watched. And then I asked her if she's watched Your Name, and I said, "Oh yeah." And I said I cried 3 times watching it. And then she said she cried at the end of La La Land. And then I guess we were talking about how good I am at English because we were talking about differences between LA culture and Hong Kong culture because, again, it's my birthday, and then Pepper's like, "Why don't you, hang out with your friends? Like Thomas." And I'm like, "Eh." And she's like, "You and Thomas don't get along?" And I said, "Yeah, we get along, but it's just, we don't match our personalities. I don't vibe with him, And so we talked about, LA culture and how overly nice people are. But Pepper did say that Christian and Eric are both nice people, but it feels genuine. It doesn't feel like Californian, "Ooh, you're so beautiful, nice shirt, how are you feeling, ooh," type of fakeness. And so, yeah, we talked about, how Pepper finds it magical. So I told Pepper my dreamland idea, and then Pepper told me that, I want, like I've told you before, I want to use me as an international student to turn it into a movie, turn it into a story. And she talked about how interesting this is, being able to speak Cantonese, but nobody else will understand you. And I talked about English, and Pepper and I was like, "My English fluent, right?" Of course it's fucking fluent. I mean, listen to me right now. It's stupidly fluent for some reason. And Pepper's like, "You studied secondary school in Hong Kong completely, right? All 6 years." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she asked me how well did I do in the DSEs, and I said 5 double star, and she's like, because 5 double star is the highest grade you can get. It's super amazing, basically. And then she asked me if it's all 5 double star, and I said, "No, actually, only writing and speaking 5 double star. The other 2 is just 5 star." And he's like, "Oh." And then she said a bomb. She dropped a bomb. She said, "I found your YouTube channel." And honestly, I was shocked, but it wasn't like the absolute shock. It didn't feel the same way when the person doxed me last night in the stream, and when I accidentally showed my YouTube channel to Potter. It's shocking, okay? And I would rather Potter find out my YouTube channel than Pepper, because I speak about Pepper the most. Like in my American vlogs, Pepper is the number 1 most mentioned girl. Number 1 most mentioned person, actually. If she had seen my vlogs, she would see how I struggle with Pepper, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fuck, But I didn't feel that bad, because I feel like this is going to happen to me a lot more. So I contemplated over this, and it's the fact that I have nearly 1.1 thousand subscribers now. By the end of 2024, I would have been a relatively well-known Hong Konger YouTuber at this point. And at that point, tons of Hong Kongers, tons of people around me will have noticed me. So I cannot hide my personal life from my personal life anymore. By that I mean the world, the YouTube world, like people who watch my YouTube videos, the outside world, versus my personal life, it's going to start colliding. Which means that I need to start getting used to this whole, oh, I found your YouTube channel, wow, thing. But second of all, I will have to slow down and reduce my YouTube videos because at the end of the day, YouTube has never been a permanent thing. It's always been temporary. And I always value filmmaking over YouTube. So I will do a filthy Frank Joji transition. And I will still keep making YouTube videos until the end of time, but I'll slow down, okay. Yeah, so there's that. And then I and Pepper, we went to Nijia Market, and it was nice. Like the whole she found my YouTube channel thing, it just blew over, you know, it just flew by. And I don't know why, but on the bus when Pepper purposefully didn't sit next to me, I was a little hurt. But then now that Pepper's speaking to me very nicely, like it's like Pepper's genuinely nice to me. I don't know, man. I got my feelings are being played right now. But we went to Nijia Market, and again, I didn't film anything because A, privacy reasons. I will try my best to not film the people around me as much as possible. But B, you've seen Nijia Market hundreds of times. I mean, in fact, me and Pepper going to Nijia Market, this is not the first time. This is the second time after the Pepper alcohol shopping incident. Yeah, you know, we chatted a bit and it's nice. I didn't wear a mask. If Pepper's not wearing a mask, I don't want to wear a mask, you know. I talked about my facial hair again, and Pepper's like, yeah, come on, shave it. Even though I clearly trimmed it, you know, but I will shave tonight. I will. Yes, I'm a madman, I know. Yeah, and then, we walked back. Pepper received a phone call from her mom, and then that's pretty much it. Pepper also talked about how she almost decided to go to Hong Kong Baptist University High Dip, study film, but he decided to come here, you know, again, destiny. It's almost destiny for me too. A Hong Konger who's interested in film, who's this good at English, there's only one possible career path. There's only one possible, not the only career path, life path that I have. You know, you figure it out yourself. But yeah, that's it. I and Pepper parted ways and I walked back home, and it's nice. And yeah, yeah. So today has been going pretty well so far, actually, even though I'm extremely tired. Andrea was super tired today. She almost fell asleep, and she's like, I slept at 3 a.m. Well, bitch, sorry, pardon my English. Usually people say pardon my French, but now I need to say pardon my English because I'm not an English speaker. But I slept at 3:15, so I should be even more tired. But honestly, I'm feeling fine. So again, I'm gonna have an amazing dinner later. I'm gonna watch Princess Mononoke tonight. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early to film club. Theo showed up today. Tons of people showed up today. Even though in the beginning it's like nobody came to college, during the break tons of people showed up. For some reason, Thomas showed up for a little bit today, and Thomas just walked past, and then me, Andrea, and Pepper saw him, and we started laughing. It's just really weird. I don't know why, but Andrea really likes to look at people. She's always looking at me, and given how sensitive I am to my surroundings, I always notice that she's looking at me. You know? Yeah. Yeah, that's all. That's all. But yeah, even though I'm not like full blown, you know, having girlfriends right now, but Eric rolling her seat towards me just to speak to me, Christian asking me how I'm doing, Pepper chatting with me, Thomas just texted me about filmmaking, about making a short film this Saturday. Aika saying bye to me, I am already fucking stacked. I am already stacked. If I could relive my secondary school life, I would nail it. I am already stacked. I don't know how and why people would like enjoy speaking to this person. I mean, I'm fucking insane. But I have friends. How did I do it? How did I do it? I don't know, but I'm really grateful for every single friend I have. I actually am. Again, when Pepper said, "Oh, why don't you hang out with your friends?" It's like, come on, fuck off. Of course you have 10,000 friends. But the fact that I have a few friends already is already like, I'm already extremely grateful. It's all enough. It's all good. All right, so time now is 8:40 p.m. Yeah, I ordered Grubhub, and guess how much I spent? $44.8 just for one dinner. Yes, you heard me right. 44.8. I know that's insane. So I went to Italian Express and I ordered a personal cheese pizza only with pepperoni and onions. So each topping is plus $1.5, which is very fucking stupid. And that's already 14 something, 15 something dollars. And then I added, actually the first thing I got is soup because I love soup. I got a creamy potato and bacon soup, which is like $8, and then $10 fucking dollars for a Caesar salad, because I wanted to buy a side, like maybe sausages or meatballs as a side, but A, those are very expensive also, but B, I realize I need vegetables. It's not onion, it's spinach on the pizza. So I ordered Caesar salad. So Caesar salad is $10, $8, like 15. That is about $33. And yeah, if you multiply it by 2, you get 66. Thank God it didn't go that much. But with tax, tips, delivery fee, Californian driver's fee, it reached 44.8. Now that's a lot, but if the personal cheese pizza comes out very large, if the Caesar salad portion is really large, I will consider saving it for tomorrow. So yeah, still 2 meals for $44, still considered expensive for me anyways. But you know what? It's my birthday, I'll celebrate a bit. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. I realized I still got anthropology homework. I finished 2 out of 8 anthropology homework that I have to finish in week 1. I finished 2 out of 8. And I'm already in the middle of week 2, so a lot of them are late. Actually, all of them are going to be due late, which is sad as hell. But yeah. All right, birthday dinner, $44.8. Let's get it. Yes.
What is it?
I'm good.
Very much. You take the pizza, okay?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god, this is... Oh, it's fine. Okay, this is a lot. This is insane. Okay. Alright, it's 21:55. So, the bag, it's huge. This is a lot of food. There's no way in hell am I gonna be able to finish it today. This is not a 10-inch pizza, okay? But anyways, we got a couple packs of crackers for some reason. Kellogg's crackers, not even from Italian Express. I got eating utensils, which I put away in the cabinet, but in case you're curious. That's okay, yep. So let's check out what I got. This is the pizza. Cheese, pepperoni, meatball, and spinach. Oh, it's pepperoni. Okay. Pepperoni spinach pizza. I believe this is a 14-inch. Or is this a 1 feet? I think it's a 1 feet. There's no way in hell am I able to finish this. Now I finally understand why this $15 fucking dollars. Just one thing. Next thing, with a paper bag, I got the oh, the creamy potato and bacon soup. Wow, with the box. And then, oh, more eating utensils. Holy shit. Now I know why it's so expensive. Now I know why it's so fucking expensive. Caesar salad. A whole freaking box. Okay. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. This is an insane amount of food. Okay. Well, good to know these $44 are not wasted. I'm gonna take a photo. All right. Unfortunately, I can't speak loudly because the roommate's right there. But I can still speak because I've turned on the aircon to cover my voice. So, first dish I'm gonna try is the Italian Express Caesar frickin' salad. I'm gonna use a spoon to spoon the salad sauce. I've already did it a little bit, as you can tell, but let's spoon some salad sauce over. All right. Well, culture detective, Enoch Lai, happy birthday, 20 years. If you're watching this right now with me, cheers. Okay, let's get the bread crumb, not bread crumb, bread cube. Crouton, I believe, is the name of bread cube. Right, the sauce is really overpowering, really salty. But otherwise, this is fine. This is fine. This is nice. Okay, right here, we got creamy potato and bacon soup. Okay, nice, thick consistency. Smells like nothing. It literally doesn't smell like anything. All right. Creamy potato chunks, or is it bacon? I think these are potatoes, and then herbs. Nice color. Oh, we got bacon here. Well, let's get a spoonful, and here we go. Cheers. Cheers. Not bad. This is not bad at all. It's not as tasteful as I hoped it would be, and I'm not really tasting the bacon for some reason. I believe this is the bacon chunk. Kind of soft and tender. I thought it would be chewier, but otherwise I like the potato flavor. I like the potato soup. I got to choose between like clam chowder or potato soup or whatever, a chicken noodle soup. I'm glad I picked this one. Alright, usually I don't eat food with hands normally, but I'll make this an exception. This is the pepperoni spinach pizza. Nice. Yeah, let's try it. The back is a little burnt. Oh, it's just the edge. Okay. Nice, it's not soggy. The bottom is not soggy. Nice layer of cheese. We got some crispy pepperoni here. Got some spinach, and let's dig in. Cheers. I really don't think the spinach is adding much to the pizza. I think the cheese and the pepperoni and the marinara sauce do mix well, obviously. If anything, it makes the pizza look more aesthetically pleasing. But it does smell pretty nice with the spinach. So I like it. Um, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Nothing like serving pizza with strawberry Fanta. 160 calories. And I'm gonna try this. All right. Is this with the soup? I feel like it is with the soup because it's really dry. It's kind of sweet. All right, time now is 12:31 after midnight. Just gonna end off today here. So I finished dinner very late. I received dinner at like 9:40 something but it's huge. It really is huge. Like the guy had to hand it over to me. He can't just like leave it on the floor like they always do. But yeah, wow. I just calculated the money I spent over August and September. I went through all my receipts and basically input all the money I've spent, like movie tickets, transportation, food, whatever. All the money, I recorded them all, as I always do. And yeah, I spent $177 already, US dollars, in September already so far, so that's whack. I've already surpassed the money I've spent in the entirety of February on food. Um, I only spent $177.9 on food in February this year, which is fucked up. I should have spent way more. But yeah, now that we're 7 days in and I've already spent 177. Sheesh. But yeah, let's talk about my thoughts. Ooh, whoa, 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 what the frick is happening? Okay, I just received a bunch of Discord messages. Right, oh, I haven't eaten the cake yet. I'm gonna eat that 1 second later. So yeah, dinner and I just rested. I don't really want to do anything. I was listening to music and I was for some reason suddenly in the mood of listening to music. Whatever song I listen to, I just really enjoy it. So I'm just in one of those listening moods. I guess I don't know why. Like sometimes I listen to music and it's like it's better to just not. Like I'm not in the mood for music, but now I'm very in the mood for music. Sometimes I'm somewhat in the mood for music. Yeah. Um um I posted my new short film poster on Instagram and only 21 people liked it, which is a bit underwhelming given that the last time I did that 39 people liked it. Uh well, um but yeah, it doesn't matter because I will release the trailer soon and I hope the trailer gets even more attention. Um yeah, so I spoke to several people. So I took a photo of the pizza and made an Instagram story, 20歲30歲撐一機流一淚, which is a funny, sad poem. I'm 20 years old. Usually people say something something so like 16 years old, 16歲, 17 years old, 17歲, and then they would pair that with bok bok cho, like crunchy, for no reason. And it's this cute little thing you say, and I basically turned that and made it sad. 20 years old, heartbroken. Sorry, means heartbroken. It rhymes and it means heartbroken. And 撐一機流一淚. So Los Angeles in Chinese in Cantonese is lok tam gay, so but I treated it like it's a verb. So I turned tam into a verb and gay into a noun. So now it becomes a tam yet gay, like I'm doing an action, but it is really just a name. And then 流一淚 means shed a tear. So it rhymes and it's funny and it's sad. And even so, Miriam had seen this poem and replied to me, "What? Are you okay? Are you sad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine." Obviously, I'm not super happy, but honestly, I've enjoyed today. Honestly, if I stayed in Hong Kong, in an alternate universe, I didn't come to USA to study, this would pretty much be exactly how I would celebrate it. Aside from the fact that I ordered food with Grubhub and ate it myself. Yeah, which is a huge deal. This is the first time I had my birthday in the USA, so there's that. I'm kind of surprised Natalie and Cedric remembered my birthday, but Miriam, Zara, Leia, and Pink, neither of them said happy birthday to me, even though I spoke to Miriam today, and Miriam's nice about it. So, and Miriam wrote me a poem. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, okay, since you wrote a poem, I will write one for you." And it's sort of this funny poem like 知樂要快樂, which means Enoch I needs to be happy, something like that. And then I speak to Pink because I was listening to music and I just took a bunch of screenshots on Spotify and posted them on Instagram and I listened to See All Star, which is Sharon's favorite band in the world, and Sharon saw my Instagram story and liked it. If you don't know who Sharon is Cedric's girlfriend. And then we have Pink, who saw me listening to Shirley Kwan and was like, "Wow, 懷念金曲夜," which means nostalgic classic song night, like, wow, you're just listening to a lot of classic Hong Kong songs, 80s from the 80s and 90s. They're so old, what? If it was considered American music or British music, music from the 80s and 90s aren't that old. Like, I mean, Nirvana, Talking Heads, they are old, but not really. But yeah, there's legit great music. So, yeah. And man, it's just so much taste. I'm gonna boast myself a little bit, but in my series of Instagram stories, I got classic Hong Kong music from the 80s. I got Yoasobi, I got Evangelion music, I got Cowboy Bebop, I got Serial Experiments Lane Duvet, I got MF Doom and other hip hop, I got Radiohead on it. It's like the most cultured set of songs ever. But yeah, basically that's today. That's it. It's fine, Leia, Pink, Miriam, Zara. It's fine if they don't say happy birthday to me. I wish they did, but it's fine. They didn't. It's fine. It's totally fine. That fat uncle, who lived in Houston, Texas, called me today. Before I ordered the dinner. A little bit, saying happy birthday. So that's that. And I'm gonna call my mom later because it's birthday night, even though it technically already is September 8th in Hong Kong right now. Shoot, my mom's texting me and telling me it's also the fat uncle's birthday. I forgot. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. Alright, but anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up fast. I've spoken a lot today already, but rightfully so. I'm gonna give myself an exception today. Tomorrow, I'll try to follow the 10-minute rule, the 10-minute challenge again. But, yeah, so, I'm tired. I'm 20 years old now. I want to move on with life and not only look at my life here in LA and the 5 levels and all that stuff, but also just life in general. Again, LA right now, I guess this is how I cope with things. Not only do I vlog and make YouTube channel, I think one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel I mean, of course, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel because I just want to make videos. And I want to review movies and music because I love talking about that. But usually I'm really shy and I don't like speaking. But I realized that one of the reasons why I opened a YouTube channel, and I only realized this, I guess, recently. I mean, I know this, but it didn't really like come to mind, and that is I started a YouTube channel because I was lonely, because I didn't have a lot of friends. It was 2017 April, and I think I was 14 years old, and 2017 April. That was Form 3 actually. That was really early, and I guess I was just really bored, and I just wanted to do something like that, you know. And I wouldn't have known it would have expanded into such great heights today. So much so that even someone like Pepper would be able to find me on YouTube. To be fair, that's not just partially, that's specifically because I review a lot of Hong Kong shit, and a lot of people I know are Hong Kongers, and they look at Hong Kong stuff on YouTube and they run into my stuff. So that's tragic. But yeah. Um anyways, yeah, again, my life here in LA, honestly, I'm just really satisfied with last week, and this week so far have been pretty nice as well. Yesterday's film history class, today's class, Film 32 is awesome, and I look forward to all the following Film 32 classes. It's slowly becoming, even though nothing had happened yet, I feel like this is going to start to be my favorite class of my entire college life. I think mainly because it actually feels like school because I'm stuck with familiar people for 8 hours straight, and I need to get to know other people. Like there are many other college classes where you just go there and there are a bunch of people and then you leave. But in this class, you really need to socialize with people, get along with people, and yeah, drama will happen because I guess there isn't enough people, and we are mature enough to not like bully and gossip, some shit like that. But but there will be some kind of drama, hopefully, and you know, I'm just trying to make it conspiracies. It's not going to be. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm looking forward to actually shooting something next week and playing a role in a short film and not being the director or writer or actor, you know. It's actually low key extremely interesting, so that's really cool. Again, I Miriam, I guess, asked me how I'm doing lately, and I said I'm doing great. I had a no Miriam. Um, I took a photo of my strawberry Fanta to Miriam because strawberry Fantas do not exist in Hong Kong, and Miriam's like, "What?" And I said, "Oh, we got pineapple Fanta right now," and Miriam's like, "Haha, delicious emoji." And she showed me that she's in a Chinese medicine class right now, which is hilarious. And I talked about my film class, and I talked about how interesting it is, and how I finally met the Japanese girl. You know, I've already built up to this. You know, this Aika showing up in my class is something that I've been anticipating for months. So that's hilarious, really. Um, but yeah. Again, you know, with LA life, it's. I feel like round two will have a very different vibe from round one. Round one is like war. It's like suddenly being deployed in the middle of a battlefield and you're super confused and you have no idea what's going on. Of course, it's memorable. You have to move 3 times within 3 months, go through cockroach battles, ant infestations, lock out of the car, almost getting scammed, all kinds of shit, bank account getting hacked, you know, first host family, stuff like that. But then I start to get the hang of it, and it's a success at the end. And then we get round two. And right now, given that I have my room now, I have a sense of belonging, and it has a very different feel. And I feel like it'll continuously feel different, especially given that a lot of the characters who show up, I'm not going to use people, I'm going to say characters because it's cool. A lot of the characters, like Potter and JT, they seem to be prominent and important, but no, they are not. I highly doubt I'll ever see them at all, actually. But people like Pepper and Thomas and Christian, they come into play. They really do. And it's just interesting how the story is slowly shifting. And I'm beginning to get the hang of, I guess, this lifestyle. You know, in secondary school, I really just stick to one group of friends and just stick with them forever. Actually, not really, because I didn't have a lot of friends, but people usually do that. People just stick with a group of friends and then they just drift, they float. Um, but still with the same group of people, same among the same group of people, because secondary school. But now it's more like I met some people and then I met more people and then I slowly drift away, and it's just going to be a drift after another drift after another drift, and it just feels like that. But I've only drifted once, you know. I guess Pepper, Thomas, Christian, they are the film people of my college, so I'm bound to be stuck with them for a while. And then once I transferred, they're going to disappear from my life, unfortunately. I don't want that to happen. That's a sad thought, but you know, given that JT and Potter have pretty much disappeared from my life as well. Um, but yeah, you know, this you know, deployed on the battlefield, confused, struggling to stay alive. Um, I think um I think this sort of anxiety, this stressful, competitive sort of mindset is just I remember waking up in my first host family. I don't feel like I'm waking up in my bedroom. I feel like I'm waking up in someone else's bedroom. And every morning it's like, oh boy, I'm here. Not really someone else's bedroom. It's the same feeling as, you know, waking up in a hotel room. You know you don't belong there. You know it's not yours, and you know everything you do with a bit of caution, you know. But right now I don't. I'm truly relaxed in my apartment right now, which is fantastic. Um, and I know people in my class now. It's not like all strangers, you know, and I know the area now. I know I can go to Ralph's, I can go to Nijia Market. You know, it's a okay. You know, I can just go to places. I know what's going on. You know, I know how to stop a bus. I know how to cross a road. I know this. I know that. You know, so it's a lot more different now. You know, it's a different vibe, and I feel like I will experience a different vibe a lot more later in this round. But yeah, again, you know, uni app, internship, um, stuff like that. I'll keep an eye on any emails regarding internships. Um, but yeah, essentially there's that. Um, and then of course, fitness and driver's license, which are not that urgent. But I would like to work on my fitness because I realize I'm still very skinny, and a lot of people in my film class are very muscular for some reason. Aside from Christian, I guess if I look at Christian and compare him to me, of course, I'm fine because Christian's really skinny. But I really need to buffen myself up, so I'm going to do that. I don't want to be super muscular. I just want to be a little, you know, thicker. So that's one goal for the rest of my life. Um, you know, five goals in level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But also, when I turn 20, okay, tonight I'm gonna shave it all. I want to start developing healthy lifestyles, and not only that, but also these things that have been my constant for the last 3 years. I've been doing YouTube since April 2017, but really, it's only gotten very intensive and constant since I believe 2019, or yeah, I think 2019. At around 2019 is when I truly started to make videos almost daily, and then after the DSEs, it's pretty much daily. It's tiring, and I think I should start cooling off. And I want to be out of the YouTube game by 2024. Count me out. By then, I probably, hopefully, will have 4,000 subs. That would be cool. And then that's it. Or if we're talking about the exponential trajectory, maybe 10,000. If I'm able to reach 10,000, it's already great enough. Ella has 55,000, and that's because she's a child star. Okay, I'm building this from the ground up. I'm gonna use Ella as example now. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to be out of the game, out of the YouTube game in 2024, and by that I don't mean to stop making YouTube videos. I just want to really cool it off so that I make maybe 1 to 2 videos per month, and then if I become a full-time filmmaker, then maybe 1 or 2 videos per year, and that's it. Like, again, there are many ways to actually achieve that. I can stop reviewing albums and movies. I mean, I got Rate Your Music, that's a thing. I got Letterboxd, that's a thing. I can stop vlogging. It'll be tough, but I will eventually have to, because my personal life right now and my YouTube life is slowly emerging now, so I really need to start reducing my vlogging, is all. And other stuff, I don't got other stuff. The lists, again, there are tons of apps and social media platforms where I can just publish these lists. I can use Twitter to publish these lists. I don't have to say them now. I can use my YouTube only for video essays and promos for my own movies in the future. Like, say 2026, 2027-ish. At that point, my YouTube channel will only be like about 10 videos, or about 6 to 7 videos. That's already a lot. Maybe only 5 videos a year at that point. So 2028, maybe only 5 videos a year. Maybe a funny small video, maybe a tiny vlog thing, a list video, and some movie promos and stuff like that. And that's it. That really is it. Yeah. And yeah, and aside from that, I also want to make changes for my movie watching habits. I force myself to watch too many movies. I should relax a little bit. I have a watch list, and I follow that watch list very tightly and make sure I finish all these movies within this month. I don't want to do that. I'm putting too much strain on myself. After all, I'm only 20. Tons of people haven't even reached 500 by the time they're like 20 something, but then they start watching from there on out. So there's that. And not much else. I don't feel much actually. This birthday is fine. It doesn't feel like a super heavy, impactful day. I have my ways of celebration. I celebrate it, and it's a-okay. It's not sad at all. I had a good meal. I said things to people. People said things to me, and I think most importantly, I had a fun film class. I think that is the best gift that I can receive today. Like, if there's no film class today and I'm just rotting in my home, I will still try my best to be happy. I will still watch a good movie. I will still eat good food, but it won't have the same impact. I'm so happy today I have film class because it sort of served as a birthday gift for me, I guess. The presents I ask for now, sometimes people ask me, my mom asked me, what present do you want? Honestly, democracy, like, the things I ask for in life have become intangible. I mean, of course I want a camera, but like, there are greater things I want. And there are things like experience. Like, I want to experience love. Like, have that as a present. Somebody please give me that present, Yeah, so that's that, you know, not much else. Um, and I really have nothing to say. Wow. Um, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Again, good birthday. I enjoyed it. This is the first birthday I'm having alone, and I think I did pretty well. And next year I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna buy a cake, buy some good food, and enjoy. Really, hopefully it's. I believe it's Thursday next year. Um, my birthday, because last year's Tuesday, and it sort of has this trend. No, not really, because last year was. No, 2020 was leap year, so there's like a jump in days. I don't know. But yeah, that's all. I look forward to. I don't know. There's a mystique, because now I'm beginning to think, who the hell stalked me? Script writing club. Somebody stalked me. I'm gonna ask Aika. So I have more questions for Aika now. Like, I want to ask her about. I want to ask her why her legs are so like bruised, and then I also want to ask her, and that's funny, because I asked Wendy this when I was in Form 2, and she never answered, or actually Form 1, which is really ominous. And I want to ask her if, like, maybe she stalked me, maybe it's someone else, maybe not stalk, but like someone noticed me and followed me, which is really weird. I want to know who. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, again, before school started this round, I was like, I'm both excited and not excited for the future at all. It still sort of holds up, but right now I am kind of excited. Like, I do think that there's a chance. Pepper today told me again that she wants to introduce that Macanese person to me. Again, I don't know if it's a guy or not, but judging by how Pepper described that person, I think it's a him. So I really wish Pepper holds up to her promise, because the last time Pepper said she wants to introduce me to someone, she never did. She eventually did introduce me to Kevin, and she eventually introduced me to Jorge. But even so, you know, never got to see Jorge in person. I got to see the Taiwanese girl by accident. But yeah, interesting things, I guess. Interesting things. And yeah, I guess it's a good thing, because people like Cedric and Leia and Pink know about my YouTube channel, and they watch it sometimes. Even in the live stream, Nick actually showed up, and that's funny because that's shortly after I commented on how Nick is probably the fattest person I've ever known in my school. But it's fine though, because it's, in a way, now that they know I have a YouTube channel, there's nothing to hide. They see all sides of me now, and it's almost comforting in a way. But then there are people who've only seen a small bit of me, and they see my YouTube channel, and it's very uncomfortable, because I'm scared they may freak out, because this is actually not how I usually act in real life. I don't speak this much. I'm not this expressive. I'm so much more like, in real life, in social situations, I'm actually a lot more subtle with things, and I'm actually a lot more quiet, and I'm actually like a lot more depressing than how I act now. I mean, I'm depressing now, but see, I'm smiling and speaking, you know, like, but in real life, I'm like, you know, I'm like this. I'm like, you know, like holding my head. Sometimes I would be like doing this. Sometimes I'll cross my arms like this and looking far into distance. Like, you don't see me doing that shit here. You know, the characterization of me is different here. The vibe of me is different here. So people who know me only a little bit may watch my YouTube videos and then see my YouTube videos and be like, holy shit, he has split personality, you know? But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I want to have a good sleep, even though I won't, because I'll try to wake up tomorrow earlier to join this film club Zoom meeting. Yeah. Alright, let's try the cake. Ooh, I need to take a photo first. One moment. Alright, so yeah, here concludes the day. I couldn't do any anthropology homework. I couldn't edit my short film at all today. I'm tired as hell. Let's eat this cake. Cheers. Yeah, it's alright. It's fine. I like the creamy parts. The cakey parts I don't really care for. Very mild cake, but it's alright.